on the street, and I don't know where you just hear this. That's all you hear, I don't know. That is a Nissan Skyline GTR R34, which is a very super popular car, not just in Japan, but also in the US as well. So we're going to talk about kind of the specifications of it, the legal trouble it has as getting into the US and importing it into the United States as well. I've been looking into this car a while because it is the dream car of my husband's, and he's been wanting it for a long time, so I've been spending a lot of time researching this. So I know a lot more about like the specifications of the R34, which it has more of a modern design compared to its predecessors, which are like the cars before it. So it has more of an aggressive look, and it's more aerodynamic compared to all the previous ones beforehand. So with that as well is that is kind of newer to it, is the advanced total traction engineering system for all terrain with electronic torque split. That is a mouthful, sorry. It kind of makes with the all-wheel drive in the R34 perform a lot better. In consulting with a website, First Motor, in 2023, the HPESA ETS system is highly advanced in the all-wheel drive setup that makes the R34 GTR a formidable performance car with an exceptional grip handling and acceleration. The ATTESA is not the only thing that makes the car what it is, like the main point, is much more so the engine. The RB26DETT is a unique one of the legendary engines that the makers, which is Nissan, have ever built. According to Lewis Mahone of Hot Cars, in 2020, in an article, 2021, the article stated that the RB26 is a widely known and popular for its strength, power potential due to its iron block forging internals, making it a modification-friendly platform for tuners and aftermarket performers in general. So people can mess with the engine more so and make it how they want it. They can mod it up to have a higher horsepower, which a lot of car guys like, more than having a lower horsepower. So with that, the RB26 kind of has a lot of unique characteristics to it, but with it having so many things that you can do to it, in Japan, it makes it a lot more wanted, but it's more available in Japan than the United States, and that's where the legal trouble it more faces in the United States. It has legal troubles coming to the United States because it does not meet the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, the NHTSA, and Environmental Protection Agency, which is kind of like, it protects it from like the emissions, so like the smog that it produces, and then the National Safety Highway is more so, it cannot protect you as well in a crash compared to the cars that are manufactured more in the US or past the safety. It would take a lot of money for Nissan to fix that whole problem, so they decided not to, because according to Hiram Hakuna, I can't say the last name, and Panda Cars Talk in a 2025 article, flipping a vehicle into a left-handed drive increases the cost of compliance, and crash testing 4 vehicles would cost more than $500,000 for them. So Nissan said, we're not doing that, we're just, guess what, you guys can't have it in the US, we're not going to ship it then. That's fine. But with that happening, illegal smuggling took place, because if something's hot, people want it, and with it wanted, people are going to find a way to get it. So people would try to figure out ways of getting it illegally smuggled to the United States, which most of the times they would get caught, it would get sent back, or worst case scenarios for car guys, it would get destroyed. And since the R34 is made from 1998, sorry, I can't speak, 1998 to 2002, it is still facing problems to this day with importing into the United States. There are ways to get around getting the R34 into the United States legally, but they're very long. So you have a 25-year law which is the easiest, but the longest way to get it in the US because you have to wait 25 years after the manufacture date. So any of the ones that were built in 1998 can come into the US. But any of them built in 2002 cannot because it hasn't been 25 years yet. So you still can't have the 2022. 2002. And then another way as well, which is a very rare one, is a show car or a display one. But you can't use those. They are very rare to get eligible into the US because they have to have less than 2,500 miles to even get in or even be considered a good car to come in because it has to be rare. It has to be a very rare car, so it has to be very built of the car to come into the US. Another one, which is the most expensive way, but can be the quickest if you don't want to wait these 25 years, is the modification, which is you have to modify the car to pass all the safety standards, all the emission protections to get into the US, which costs you more money to get in than probably just waiting the 25 years. With even all that trouble, still people like the Nissan Skyline GT-R R34. It's gained its infamous name, the nickname Godzilla, even being difficult to get in. The Nissan GT-R R34 is a popular car not just in Japan, but in the United States as well. Very hot commodity here. Just based off of the specifications, even with the legal trouble it has, and even getting it imported into US, people still really want this car. So all I have to say is good luck trying to buy one and bring it into the US. That is not an easy job. Thank you.
Or if you have 120.